everyone. In today's video I'm going to show you how I take artwork from canvas to computer to a garment like this. We're going to start by creating a template using Photoshop. That way you can see exactly how the artwork is placed into the computer and arranged so that it will fit perfectly on a garment like a skirt here we have. And we'll go from there and you'll see how the dye sublimation process is used to put the art from the computer onto the actual fabric. Alright, stick around.
Welcome to my channel. I'm Shelly J. Cox, artist and founder of the SJC Sport Couture art-inspired fashion brand. Here I have a pattern from my new Kelly skirt. I create my own, but you can use any pattern you like. I lay out all the pieces as you see here, then position the pieces to fit inside a simple rectangle. This skirt has a waistband and a bottom skirt body, one for the front, which is slightly shorter, and one for the back. I will make my template based on the largest pieces of the pattern. In this case, I use size large and the back of the skirt. All my other pattern pieces will fit inside these measurements. Based on the height and width measurements for the skirt with the waistband, I know I need my base rectangle to be 31¼ inches wide by 33 inches tall. Now I'm ready to make an area at the top to fit the waistband and one below to fit the skirt body. I need to remember that I will need either to print 2 rectangles per skirt, or if I want one side to be different, I'll need to create 2 different rectangles of art, one for the front of the skirt and one for the back. I'm putting a fold line through the center of the waistband to see where I need to put my artwork so that it doesn't end up being folded in half. Now, let me be clear here. I do not know how to sew. Well, maybe I could sew a button on. But it can be helpful to know how the garment will be sewn together. When I need to, I talk to my sewers about this. I like to use color blocking to make it very clear where my different pieces lie. This is a more simple template, but some of my others are a bit more complicated. The top of the template for the waistband is set in pink. And now I'll denote the skirt body below in green. There you have it, the Kelly skirt art template. Now comes the fun part. Putting in the artwork. I'm starting with a painting on canvas that I did several years ago. I thought I'd make a cool addition to the graffiti style elements that I created in Corel Painter. So this design is a combination of a painting and computer graphics. Once loaded into Photoshop, I zoom in to check the quality of the image. It looks good, so let's go. After I drop it into the template, I will position it, then go get my next piece of art. This next piece, a computer graphic design, combines my love of painting faces and creating graphic elements. I'll place this artwork so that it sits on the center of the skirt at both the front and the back. This will be the type of setup where I will print 2 rectangles per skirt. The front and the back will be the same. I'm checking my artwork placement against the parameters of my green area. Looks good. Let's grab another art element and drop it into the template. Have fun with this part. Move the art around, resize it, duplicate it. The beauty of the computer is you can always hit undo. Wouldn't it be great if life had an undo button? I'd be all for that. Okay, everything is fitting together nicely in the body. but I think I want to bring down that painting so that it shows a bit more in the back of the body of the skirt. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, that's looking good, much better. Hey, if you're getting some value out of this video, please let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And if you want to be sure to see more from me, click on the subscribe button just below. Okay, you can't have a graffiti style design without a tag. So here's my SJC tag. Let's add it into the waistband. Ooh, that's a little big. It will get folded in half, so I'll shrink it down to fit below the fold. This way I know it will be sewn so that it lies on the front of the waistband. That looks perfect. Yes. Okay, let's do a quick color block check. Alright, see, I need to move that up just a tad. Got it. There we go. That looks right. Okay, the bottom of the skirt looks like it could use a little something here. Let's add some thick black lines. Yeah, that should do it. I'll just play around with fitting this element in, and we'll see what turns out. Alright, everything's got its new home. Let's check it against the color block. That's looking pretty good. I think we might have our design. I love having all this control over how my artwork lays out on the garment. Unlike print on demand, I can place the artwork however I like it. Often, print on demand will limit placements, especially on t-shirts. The print area is always much smaller than I need it to be. And when I try to put a design on the front of a lady's v-neck, it ends up on the stomach. Not what I was going for at all. I love the ease of print on demand, and it's great for items that I can't make, like a journal or some cool jewelry. But as far as clothing goes, I will always choose to make it my way. Another great advantage to making your own clothing is getting to pick the fabric. I insist on using the best fabric. I've even had my performance fabrics tested by a laboratory for their sun protective ratings. With 1 out of every 5 Americans diagnosed with skin cancer each year and living in sunny Florida, that is an important thing. Alright, all my artwork is in its place, and now I have my new graffiti design ready to go to the Dye Sublimation printer. Alright, let's get the pattern pieces laid out on top of the fabric. We're going to trace them out and then cut them. I just love this power cutter. This thing is awesome. Let's check on the printing. I have a large format Dye Sublimation printer by Mamaki, but there are much smaller printers. Just depends on the type of garments you plan to make as to what size you'll need. Okay, don't be alarmed. The prints do come out backwards, but once transferred to the fabric, they will read correctly. After I lay the cut pieces of fabric on top of the print, I cover with a plain sheet of paper, then close it in a 400-degree press for 30 seconds. Here's the waistbands. They look great. And here's the skirt. After I press all the cut pieces, then they get sent to be sewn. And that's it. Now you know how to create an art template. Thanks for watching.